Hi everyone, this week is Parshat Tzav. It is also Shabbat HaGadol. Shabbat HaGadol is the Shabbat before Pesach, where it's customary for the leaders of the Jewish communities to speak to their congregants about insights to Pesach, about the holiday of liberation, and hopefully inspire them as we transition into a new season. Parshat Tzav begins with a mitzvah called Trumat Hadeshen, removing the ashes off of the altar. The Kohen is to put on his priestly garments, pick up the dirty, sooty ashes, remove them from the altar, place them on the ground, make a quick change into new Bigdei Kahuna, priestly clothing, and remove them outside the camp. Rav Hirsch says, why the change of clothing? And he says, while the ashes are on the altar, they represent yesterday's service. Once they're removed from the altar, that represents a new day and a brand new service. True, the animal offerings were the same unless it was a holiday, but Rav Hirsch said each day requires its own unique, fresh energy, a recommitment to that day, and each day is unique. This Pesach, we're going to be sitting at a Seder, hopefully, with friends and with family and people who we care about, people who might need a place. And we'll read the HaGadol that we read last year and the year before. And we'll have the same matzos, we'll have 3 matzos, and we'll have 4 cups of wine, and we'll have the salt water, and all of that, all those beautiful traditions. Yet, we're the same people. We're not the same people. We are different. We've had a year of new experiences. And our job at the Seder is to bring that new type of energy. This past week, I had a speaker come and speak to my students, and he asked them the following question. How would you feel if your kids rejected Judaism, if they didn't want to be observant? Most of my students, not all, they were very honest, and they said it didn't really bother them. And then he asked them the following question. How would you feel if your kids decided to be racist? Every single one said that would not be acceptable. We'd be very upset. And it seemed to me that my students had greater clarity about the poisonous and toxicity of hating another person because of their race, but they didn't cherish their own identity as Jews. On me, I'm wearing this bicycle chain link, and it's made up of these little links. And we're told that when we sit at the Seder, we are connected. We link ourselves back to Egypt. And the generations before us, our parents, grandparents, sacrificed so much for us to be part of this link and this chain that takes us all the way back to Egypt. We'll be sitting at a Seder that our great ancestors sat in Egypt. The question is, are we providing the proper clarity for our children as we forge that next link to connect them all the way back? That's our job. That's my job as an educator. And I wish everybody the best of energy and siyata d'shmaya as you sit at your Seder table and you connect to those previous generations to provide that clarity, how great it is to be a Jew, and the responsibility that goes along with that, so that we keep the chain going and to keep it strong. I'm wishing everybody a Chag Kosher v'Sameach, and if you like what you hear, please pass it on.